So in the services that we've recorded in the past, we've tended to share a psalm with you, and I thought that I would keep that up. The psalms are so full of some amazing praises and promises, and I think they really do speak truth into lots of different situations. This one is a good example of a psalm of praise, and it's Psalm 145. I will exalt you, my God the King. I will praise your name for ever and ever. Every day I will praise you and extol your name for ever and ever. Great is the Lord and most worthy of praise. His greatness no one can fathom. One generation commends your works to another. They tell of your mighty acts. They speak of the glorious splendor of your majesty, and I will meditate on your wonderful works. They tell of the power of your awesome works, and I will proclaim your great deeds. They celebrate your abundant goodness and joyfully sing of your righteousness. The Lord is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger and rich in love. The Lord is good to all. He has compassion on all he has made. All your works praise you, Lord. Your faithful people extol you. They tell of the glory of your kingdom and speak of your might, so that all people may know of your mighty acts and the glorious splendor of your kingdom. Your kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and your dominion endures through all generations. The Lord is trustworthy in all he promises and faithful in all he does. The Lord upholds all who fall and lifts up all who are bowed down. The eyes of all look to you, and you give them their food at the proper time. You open your hand and satisfy the desires of every living thing. The Lord is righteous in all his ways and faithful in all he does. The Lord is near to all who call on him in truth. He fulfills the desires of those who fear him. He hears their cry and saves them. The Lord watches over all who love him, but all the wicked he will destroy. My mouth will speak in praise of the Lord. Let every creature praise his only name forever and ever. Amen. So in our series of services at the moment, we're looking at the theme of hope, and this psalm tells us more of what the God in whom we hope is like. It is a huge list of the characteristics of God. It highlights his goodness, his compassion, his might, his love, his greatness, his faithfulness, how he is trustworthy and he keeps his promises, how he helps those in need. The list just goes on and on of just how great our Lord is. Those lines, the Lord is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger and rich in love, are pretty well known in church circles, and it even forms part of a worship song, and many of the ideas in this psalm are echoed in the worship songs that we sing at church. And the psalm is bursting full of reasons why God deserves our praise. I think sometimes when we're caught up in the busyness of our own lives or the details, worries, concerns that we have, we can forget how big, how great our God is, and forget just how much he deserves our praise. The psalm is a reminder of the awesome God that we serve and how he rightly deserves our praise. And over the last few weeks, I think I've been reminded again and again of where we need to put our trust and our hope, not in earthly things or in situations that fail and change and are scary and uncertain, but in our faithful and awe-inspiring God. So let's worship this great God now. And we're going to sing two songs that focus on praising him and telling of his mighty works, his goodness and his faithfulness. We're going to start with Mighty to Save.